Oh, what's happening, y'all? What's up? This is Radio Networking Politics. I always do it this time. Man, my session too fast. Man, fuck it. It is what it is.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, baby, how's it going?
Hello.
Like Kevin. How was everybody's Christmas?
It was good.
Bye.
The negativity.
Man, what's happening? I see you. I see you. God damn, man. Y'all gotta excuse me, man. The set is just real, just chaotic right now. So I'm just a little. But we're gonna get it together. We're gonna get together like we always do. You know how we got it going. Hey man.
Hey, anybody got any New Year's resolutions? I don't make them because I don't keep them.
Nah.
I keep them for about 2 days and then I'm back to the old shit.
Nah, man. I mean, it's an everyday. You know what? I don't even think that motherfuckers need to make New Year's resolutions. I mean, every day is just striving to get better. That's all. Just striving to be a better person and get better in your life. That's it. That's all. I mean, I don't think that take a New Year resolution to act like that, or to try to be that person.
Go ahead on, Dr. Phil.
I heard these songs right now, but I'm gonna let it go.
And let that shit go.
It's something that you really don't. I know this something. This ain't your thing or your man. What's up, Jabir? I see you. I see you getting it in. Appreciate you coming on tonight. I know this ain't your bag, man, but I was just reading some shit, man. Well, I don't know if it's because of the show or what. I was in this polygamy group keeps sending me a bunch of motherfucking material and like you need to be, be part of the group. You know what I'm saying? Dude. And I've been kind of reading up on it. I've been reading up on it, and I've been like, like trying to see what they're talking about now. And I know me and you didn't ask this question probably 100 times before, and I'm actually wondering, like,
hold on before you answer the question. Hold on before you ask the question. Hold on. Polygamy is with a man and more than one woman, right? Or
what the group that I'm in,
That's
the group
right.
the group that asked me to be a part of it is the polygamy. I guess I guess it goes both. I guess it could go both ways, but it's like this group is the one man, two women.
Okay.
But I see that there are groups with the one woman, two men.
Okay.
Now I'm looking at a lot of questions that they was posted to let people know. And it's like, man, they like, okay. And a lot of them was like, man, it ain't all about, the sex and all that shit. They like it's all about they pretty much saying this is a part of the culture now. Now, I want to ask y'all: would y'all agree with that? Would y'all agree that polygamy is part of the culture now?
You gonna have me so first. I think once you get it,
You know how they talk about rap, the culture, the rap. Excuse me. They saying that it's a part of
oh, you're
black
saying like
culture.
everybody saying this is the
Yeah, this
part
is the
of
new
the
wave.
thing
This is
to
the
do
new
today.
thing. Polygamy is the new thing. Polygamy is the new culture.
Okay.
I don't know. I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, I can see that.
we're an older crowd, so I mean, I'm trying to see like how it could. You think at the age that we are, I mean, you know, we all late 40s, early 50s. Could you see yourself like being a part of that? What you said, Doc?
That's young people shit. I'm too old for that shit. They're trying to set aside two women at the same time. I fuck around being all the time.
See that now. That's what I'm saying. They said it ain't all about the sex.
Yeah, but you still do two women. That's double strength. Now you got to set aside both of these ones. And I'm not just saying just as far as sexual goals, but mentally, physically, two at the same time.
But you
No,
gotta
man.
think about it. But you gotta think about it too. Now you got somebody. They're not always gonna. The stress isn't always gonna come to the man because now we got each other as women friends. You see what I'm saying? Now, if we feel some type of way, we can go to the other female. We don't gotta go to the man. When you just in a singular relationship, all you doing is complaining to your man, which y'all half time don't want to hear. So, but if we got the woman there, we talk to her.
But not.
So we could bounce
Yeah,
it
but
off
if a
each
dude
other.
do that, if a guy go okay, if a guy got two women, he complain about one to the other. He gonna go back and tell him.
Well, now, and I guess,
I ain't stressing
all
that.
right, now that was a question that I was for the ask Janine. Like, okay, so now as women, do y'all just stick together as women, or do you say, well, or do you like straight up just tell her, like, hey man, you kind of tripping right now. Like, I was sitting right there, you got attitude over nothing.
See,
Or
and
do
that's what
y'all
I'm
feel
saying.
like,
Like I
because now
said,
I think a lot of fellas on that side feel like, well, I feel like the women gonna double team me.
it depends. It depends on if they agree or not. I don't think, even though women are friends and we can look at things the same, we also don't always agree on everything. So she may come in, he didn't feel like that. And they took it the wrong way or something like that. And I might take it easier from her coming like as a third person than coming directly from who it happened with. If you get a
Okay, and
discussion or something like that, but they have to
that's
get
my shit.
outside. But
Will you be honest? I mean, will you be honest and say, all right, he was wrong, but then you got to also look at it like, uh, maybe if, I mean, uh,
what
we can play this card all day.
I don't know, man.
I don't understand what you mean.
Okay, for
Sound like
instance,
too much.
let's just say she say, well, asked you to wash the car. Okay, I asked you to wash the car today. I asked, could you watch? I was about to, but something happened. I couldn't watch it today, so I'll watch it tomorrow. Now we like, well, I don't even want to drive the car because it's dirty and all this shit. Blah blah. You know how things can escalate.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now you sitting right there, and you like, well, I can either get on her side, I can get on her side, and be like, yeah, you need to go wash the car because I might want my car washed tomorrow. But if I get on his side, then he might not wash neither one of our cars.
I don't know. I just think it's gonna depend on the people who you're talking about.
I do too.
So I think it's
I
gonna
think
depend on
that's
them.
a big I think that's a big thing on who the type of person. Because my thing is, if you sitting there and you trying to say, okay, I'm gonna try this, but I don't know. Then my thing is, if this ain't something you want to do, then don't do it.
Right.
You
But then
know,
I don't ever want to be around no yes person anyway. So if, like I said, it depends on what that man is looking for, what he's trying to get. Because if you all you got is women around you that just agree with everything you do, and that's what you want, that's what you want. You know. But I don't necessarily, myself personally don't like to be around yes people. So I like for people to tell me, um, if I'm doing something wrong or something like that. But if the other person always agrees with everything you do just because they trying to, kiss your ass, then that ain't gonna work either. Because then
okay,
it's gonna be like, oh, I'm always wrong. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I'm always wrong, but she may feel the same way I do, but she just agreeing with everything you say.
okay,
So that ain't gonna work either. Because eventually I'm just gonna be like, fuck both of y'all.
okay. I feel that. I feel that. Now, I got another question I want to ask. Now,
Okay.
I don't think this affects none of us, because all our kids are grown. But if you got younger kids and you decide to get into a polygamy relationship, how would you look upon your kids if they chose the polygamy life? Would you be encouraging it, or would you be like, nah, I know I'm doing it, but this ain't for you?
I mean, you really can't tell kids what's for them or not, but if they grew up in something, I know that kind of plays a part on how it impacted them. I would never, like not tell my kids like if that's what you're doing and you just experimenting or something like that. I would want them to see the whole spectrum and not just that lifestyle and see what it is that they like. It's just like dating. It's just like kids who grow up in same-sex households. That's the same thing.
Really think like if you grew up with two men, do you feel like, all right, that's gonna naturally make the kid gay?
I don't believe it. But I think if you're growing up in a certain lifestyle and you trying to you trying to deter your kids from that lifestyle, that makes you tell me not to smoke weed and you smoke. What kind of bullshit is that?
One day, that goes back to the
Hey, you
do
got
as I say, not as I do. You know, I,
saying
I,
you got
our
a son.
parents smoke weed.
Listen, if you got a son, you raising your son. He see you with 2, 3 women all the time, and then he start going that route, and you like, son, that
Right now, me personally,
how you gonna me and ain't.
I'm not gonna say it's not for you, but I will give you all the ins and outs. I will give you the pros and the cons to it. Now you make your decision and say, I this that if that's what you want to do. I'm not gonna tell you can't do it, but I'm gonna give you the pros and cons of it. I'm gonna tell you hey man, if you do this, this is what's gonna happen.
I mean, that's if they willing to listen.
Right? And damn, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's if the motherfucker want to listen, because all he's seeing is daddy waking up with 2 women every morning.
That's if they wanna, but see, that's funny from y'all, and all these people look at it from a girl perspective. Because it's not funny when your daughter see you like that.
No, you're right.
It's cool when your son see you like that, but when your daughter see you like that, it's different. And I don't think men understand what perception we get of men from seeing that.
Well, see, you know what?
We grow up thinking like, okay, well, shit, men ain't never gonna be faithful.
Well, no, hold on. I gotta. No. Now, we not. Well, hold on. What? Wait a minute. No. Hold on. We talking about a polygamy lifestyle. Because if that's a polygamy lifestyle, then that's what he believe in. Now, it goes a difference between you just seeing your dad with a bunch of different women, because I don't think that goes together. Because I feel like this: if you live that type of life, because this is his belief.
I think you misunderstood it. I don't think you referred to the polygamy lifestyle. She just referred to a father.
No, I know. I understood what she was saying, but what I'm saying, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the polygamy lifestyle. Now, I understand what you're saying. If you see,
even with that, they might not agree with that. They still may not agree with that.
Okay,
they
but
might want a regular relationship, but because they grew up around that, they may feel like that's what all men want.
Well, I mean, then
I agree with you.
I don't. I mean, I'm not saying that
I totally agree.
No, well, I understand, but all I'm saying is that every time that look at this is just like, okay, you get a situation where you look at your father as a certain type of person. You know what I'm saying? And you say, well, that's the type of person my father is. Now you might look at him and you might even and I'm gonna speak for myself. I looked at my biological father. I looked at him, and when I was younger, yeah, I kind of wanted to mimic him. But when I got older, I realized, like, nah, he's not the man I want to be like. And I could easily, and I could have easily did all the shit that I wanted that he did and all that shit. And well, I ain't had no other choice. Look at my upbringing. Look who I was around. But I mean, I just don't believe in that you're gonna always follow. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I think it got to be in your heart. That's all. If it's in your heart to be that type of person.
Because I'm not saying the word thing.
Hey, Tosh.
I'll give you a prime example.
Right.
Now, I ain't a bunch of different girls and all that shit. But when my daughter was growing up, she's only met 2 females that I ever dated. And they both were my wives.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. I know what you're saying. You don't want to bring your daughter around a whole bunch of different women because she gonna grow up thinking.
I understand that, dog. And like as my kids as they were younger, they only met one person as they were younger. But now my whole thing is I'm saying if I lived a different type of lifestyle, if I lived the polygamy, which the polygamy is that, okay, that's an open thing. There are multiple women in the house. If I live the polygamy lifestyle and I truly and honestly agreed like, okay, this is the lifestyle that I feel like people should live, then then I'm gonna look at it kind of different. But if I'm like, okay, if I'm just trying to be a player, and every time my kids over there, they see different women coming in and out the door, then yeah, then that I think that's what y'all saying. If all right, you see your dad with all these different women, all right, you grew up and it's like, okay, he's had these two women for 16 years.
And listen, I'm not saying that they might look at both of the women as their mom. They might love everybody. Might love each other in the house as a kid. All I'm saying is, whichever situation, whether it's polygamy or you just mess around with different women, whatever, from a girl's perception. And I'm not saying all of them gonna look at it that way. I'm just saying some.
Okay,
I'm
so
just looking at it
so
as
what you saying?
that's
Okay,
what a man
okay. When you
wants.
say
That's
some,
what a man wants is multiple women.
when you saying some, give me a percentage.
I would say at least 40%.
Okay, so now what you saying is that 40%. If this man shouldn't show his 40%, you saying all right. So you basically saying those 40% shouldn't show their child a polygamy lifestyle because they're not gonna look at it the right way.
I'm not telling people to do anything. People can do whatever they want to do. It's their life.
I get
You
that,
know,
and I understand that.
if you choose, and that's just like the same sex relationship. Kids are going to see and have a perception on those relationships that they may think it's supposed to be the way like says gay household, two women. Some children grow up thinking, girls especially, tend to think that, oh, I'm supposed to be gay. I'm supposed to like women. I've seen it happen.
I think it all boils down. What I think people should do, because I don't live none of those type of lifestyles, but I think what people should do in general is talk to your kids when they get old enough to understand what the hell going on in the house.
I agree.
Sit down and talk to your kids. But until then, I think you should hide it from your kids until they old enough to understand what's going on. That's just my personal opinion. When they become teenagers,
Okay, so let me ask you, bro. So then finish what you were saying.
No, I was just saying, I'm not saying people should live the life that they want to live. It's their life. All I'm saying is, yeah, you will have to have these types of discussions. Really, they start to understand, as they can understand. I would say start talking to them, to let them know that they can choose the life that they want to choose, that they want to choose. You know what I'm saying? To answer any questions that they might have. I think from our generation, we were never allowed to ask no damn questions to shit. They were regular heterosexual. So that's no questions of our parents. And we had questions. You see what I'm saying? So I could just imagine growing up in different type of lifestyle houses, having questions that's not getting answered. And so they have to perceive what they feel to be right.
Stay in the kids' place.
All right, so
that's why I ask your question. Stay in the kids' place.
Right, so that, like I'm saying. All right, so okay, so Tyra, let me ask you what you saying. Either the kids should ask questions and they shouldn't ask them, or they should or shouldn't ask the questions.
I think if you're old enough to ask that type of question, then it's time to have that conversation. Until then, I think you should hide that type of lifestyle from your kids. Because your kids mimic you.
Well, how can you hide it if that's an everyday cycle? How,
Saying you ain't gotta really show that type of affection in front of your kids.
but
Tell the
you
person know how you feel about them.
but you love the person, so you gotta hide your love.
But everything you do is gonna affect your child.
Okay,
If your
but
son comes in the room and he see you tongue kissing a man, he may not ask you questions. You may be a little too afraid to talk to him.
come on, dog. If you 5 years old and you see your daddy kissing another man, you gonna be like, "Ugh, daddy, you kissed the man."
Yeah,
So I gotta agree with Janine that right then and there, that's when you supposed to have the conversation. You ain't supposed to sit there and hide it from them.
They say that when they kissing on their mama or something.
Right. But a man,
You
because
don't even got to be same.
right. But I mean, it's a different.
Should have to grow up around that. I think you should wait until they're old enough to understand what type of lifestyle that you live in to let them know, hey, this is the lifestyle that I live. You don't have to live this lifestyle.
But I mean, don't you think you should tell them out the gate instead of you creeping around hiding? And I think Janine said this week so that they didn't picked up on.
Right.
I'm agreeing with that.
So why you think they won't understand it unless you tell them? And who better to tell them than their parent? I get what you say. I get what you're saying, but who's better? I mean, you want you to explain it to them, or they okay, right? They friend. Oh, exactly. They get their friend. I think Janine, before you said something about this. I remember you saying something about your daughter. It was something about herpes or something, or they can't get herpes sucking dick or something. You said what?
I said it was about sucking dick when sucking dick was just becoming real popular.
You can't catch nothing from sucking dick.
Right. Yeah. My daughter came straight to me and was like, "Can you get the disease from sucking on the man's dick?" I was like, "What?" Now that conversation could have went left. She was in, I want to say, 6th or 7th grade. So that was junior high school. That was junior high school, I think it was.
Okay, so now.
But my thing is, if she hadn't came to me though, she would have been listening to her friend who was telling her wrong.
Right.
My thing is, if parents are not open enough to have these conversations with their kids, no matter how old they are, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna come to you. If you always tell them to shut up, go sit down, stop talking to me, don't say nothing, don't do this, and you don't have that ability to have those conversations with them, why would they come to you and ask a question anyway?
Says, time I think this was directed to you. What is old enough?
Where they understand what you're talking about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I break it down to you like this. You can have the exact same conversation. Okay, let's go with the birds and the bees. Okay. You can have the birds and the bees conversation with a 7-year-old, and you can have that exact same bird and bee conversation with a 13-year-old. And both going to be totally different because they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? A 9 and 10-year-old is not going to understand what a 13 and 14-year-old understands. So So why would I have that conversation with you at 8, 9, 10 years old? Would you really not understand what I'm talking about?
Because that child is asking.
But they don't always
And that
answer.
Father
They
Time.
ask the question.
Time, listen to me. I'm saying they saying your volume is low. Can you turn up a little bit?
I got it all the way up.
I mean, I can hear you, but apparently they can't. But now here's my thing: is like if you are being okay. Now we got Miss Solomon. She says that I disagree. My son is 10 and he fully understands.
And that's fine. Some kids understand quicker than other kids.
Right, but if that kid, what time? I guess my thing is, if that kid asks you a question at 6 or 7, sit down and shut the fuck up.
Depends on the question.
They asking you a question about you and your mate. I'm not gonna put none. I'm on with you. Hold on, man. With you, I'm gonna say, okay, we're gonna say you was in a polygamous relationship. We're gonna say you're in a polygamous relationship and you got 2 women, and your child is asking you at the age of 6 or 7, Dad, why do you have 2 women sleeping in the room with you? Now, at 6 or 7, they asking this question.
No, I say,
Let me ask the question. Let me answer the question. If my child is 6 or 7, and we all living in the same house, and they ask the question at that age, I would probably answer the question.
No. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay. All right. Good answer. Well, now, what about the child that's coming on the
so
weekend?
are those polygamy relationships you talking about? Are they all in the same household? Because I know a lot of these polygamy relationships they not.
No, I'm saying that they are. They are in the same household. Now, I'm just saying
Okay.
you with 2 women. Now, is his or her mother relationship.
Okay, if my child don't live there, they're not going to understand what's going on.
Wow. Why would I mean? What's the? And I'm just asking, what's the difference? Break it down for me. What's the difference?
Because I don't think they know. I don't think.
What makes one kid more mature than the other? I'm not understanding that one.
Nothing makes them more mature. What I'm saying, if they living in the house, they see it every day. So
Okay.
of course they're gonna have questions. But if you don't live there and you're 6, 7 years old, I can get away with saying some shit without actually answering your question.
So you playing the kid like they stupid.
No, I'm playing a kid like they're a kid. They not understanding what's going on.
So okay, well then let me ask you: do you think kids are smarter than what you get? Like we both agree that we do believe that kids are way smarter than what we think that they are. So it joke. I mean, regardless of the way he's living with you or not, I mean, you don't think this kid still fit to go home and say, "Well, my daddy." Cause I mean, okay, I guess here's my question: would you rather explain it to him than have their mother explain it to him? Because they go at that age, they
No,
gonna
she
ask their
call
mama.
you. Cause you know she gonna call you. You know she gonna call. Cause that child gonna go straight home and tell everything.
And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. But as one half of the parent, if I don't think my child's old enough to understand my lifestyle, then yeah, we're not gonna talk about my lifestyle until you're old enough to understand how I live.
Okay, so that all right. Now hold on. Before we go any farther, we got
other people.
hold on.
That's how I feel.
We got Miss Solomon. She say if you aren't prepared to answer, be responsible enough to keep it out of sight. All right, so all right. So now what if your girl when I'm sorry, your kids your child's mother say, well, you know what? Since you doing this, uh, she can't come back over there no more. Cause you ain't explaining to her. She over here asking me questions, and I'm tired of asking questions. That you feel like I shouldn't say shit to her about it, and I'm just gonna keep her away from you until you figure this shit out.
I'll see you in court. That would be my answer. I will see you in court. You can't hold my daughter from me because my bike down. You got the fucking mouth. I don't say shit when you got Joe and John and coming over there, sneaking over there in the middle of the motherfucking lane. She be at. I don't say shit.
So why wouldn't you just and okay, but why wouldn't you just avoid all that and just say, well, let me talk to my child?
Because, like I told you a few seconds ago, if I don't think my child is old enough to understand the conversation, we're not gonna have that conversation until I feel that that child is old enough to understand what's going on.
No.
That's just how I feel, man.
I'm not this.
I don't
Well, I say we'll.
Let me finish, man. Let me finish. I think people put too much shit on their kids already when their kids ain't ready for that shit already. Because everybody want to be their kids' friend instead of their kids' parents. Fuck that.
All right.
If you're not old enough to understand what's going on, why even have a conversation?
Why do you feel like that kid? Why do you feel? I mean, if that kid's asking, evidently that kid is curious enough to understand. I mean, why you can't sit him down and make that child understand?
Because every kid is different. Some kids don't understand it quick as other kids. Some kids are as smart as other kids. You gotta go by if you don't think your kid is talk about, you know your kid.
Okay.
If you know if your kid can understand a polygamy lifestyle, you know.
But
you already know. If your kid is 6 years old, listen. If your kid is 6 years old and you feel they can understand the polygamy lifestyle at 6 years old, then yeah, have that conversation with your kid. Me personally, I don't think a kid at 6 years old.
But that's no different than okay. That's no different than a kid asks you why you ain't with my mama. Why you over here? Why you over here with this woman, but you ain't here with me and my mama?
I think it's just a way that you can start having certain conversations with kids without the thing. They don't know what being adopted means. They don't know what that is. Especially if you had the child since birth and you their mother. But if you start introducing them to like little books and different things, trying to explain to them the story of what adoption is, then they'll start picking it up. Even though they don't know exactly, they will pick it up and start to understand. I think there are certain ways you can start talking to kids about certain things at a certain age, even if they don't fully understand.
But you can do that without actually answering the question.
But you can start talking to them about something. You could just say, I don't know. I'm just saying, but just don't shut the kid down. Is what I'm saying. Don't shut the kid down. The kid is
I agree.
curious,
I
trying to
totally
ask.
agree.
That's all. I think that's all he's saying. Don't shut the kids down when they're trying to ask you something, even if you feel like it's too personal, it's too much. You don't really want to give them all the details at the moment. Tell them something. You don't have to lie, but just give them some type of information that you think they can understand. There's a way we can always say things to kids without telling them everything.
That's what I said earlier. You can answer the question without answering the question.
All right, but once again, bro, I'm asking you, wouldn't you rather explain it to them than have? Because once they go home and their mama try to explain it to them, she ain't gonna explain it right. So wouldn't you rather it come from you than her? Because me and you both know. Me and you both know. Now, hold on. Let me finish. Like you say, let me finish. We both know we didn't got played to be the villain so many times. So why would we give her the same power to? Dog, she gonna be the puppet master.
You know what I mean? That's fine. If she want to play it that way, she can play it that way. But I got to go back to what I said earlier, man. If I don't think my child can understand the conversation, then I'm gonna say something. It may not answer that particular question.
And I'm not finna lose my child over a lifestyle.
So what did they say on the group that you were? I'm assuming that you have been able to see some of the things that they have been talking about. Has that been talked about?
Yeah. That's why I brought it up because a lot of people were saying, and I'm not saying this just to despite you and nothing like that, but the majority was like, you need to talk to your kid. That's the biggest problem. That people just want them to sit back, shut up, and you know have a blind eye to it. But then when shit blows up in their face, then they wonder like, what the fuck is wrong? And they were saying, and I'm like I said, dog, I promise you, man, I'm not trying to say this in no sense of trying to get over or trying to look like I'm just telling you what I seen them say. A lot of people were saying that a lot of them did do it your way. And they was like, that was the biggest regret because somebody else is trying to explain to them. And now they're looking at they're looking at they're looking at their parent as some kind of freak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
or sinners, especially if you get some church folks on them kids.
Right. So that was their biggest regret that they didn't explain that their mama or daddy or whatever. I mean, dads do it too. Men do it too. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's just the women. Dads do it too because a dad can't understand it, and I seen a lot of them was really fucked up because you left. They really, like, they you left me to be in a polygamy relationship, and they like to that and this, that, and the other, because I guess in a lot of those cases, well, I'm gonna just tell you, a lot of cases that I read, it was a lot of that the third person coming in, you know, and most of the cases, and I'm just saying what I read, and most of the cases was that, it was a couple and they brought the third person in. So now they like, okay, no, when this third person, in most cases, I mean, in the cases I read, it was the women. I don't, and the woman may have, your child will be our child. That we gonna get this family and this, that, and the other, and they said their biggest regret was not accepted. And now, so now you got a little boy looking at his mama like a hoe. And the mama, you
And
know,
how you think he gonna feel about the other people too?
right, he hated the other people.
So then that's gonna get him like having animosity towards the people that y'all living with, which he's gonna be causing problems because now he's mad. Because now he's thinking that they did this to his mama. You know what I'm saying? Like it was forced upon her or someone.
Yeah,
Whatever
because
happened.
she said that
So
her
they don't
child felt like they was raping her or taking advantage of her to that point. You know, so I mean, and dog, I'm not knocking what you saying. I'm just saying, I mean, you know, we'll just agree to disagree. I just feel like I think when they if they at the age when they say, well, what's going on, playing with their cars and all that shit. But when they get older and they like, I mean, whenever the question comes out, I think it's time to talk. Right, right.
I wait till they get a little. I know a lot of people probably won't agree with that. You can talk to your kids, but you got to make sure your kids understand what the hell y'all talking about.
and then
I think talking to your kids about every situation that comes.
Mhm.
I actually think a polygamy relationship could be beautiful. It just has to be done right.
I get it. I mean, I, I'm not. I think that before you do it, you know what I'm saying. I think the words, the sit down, the conversation, everything got to be chopped out, especially if you.
Reminders, yeah.
I definitely think all that got to be hashed out. That got to be hashed out before y'all even commit to it. You know what I'm saying? And then here's the thing: like when you get them with the teenager shit, now you know, shit. I don't know a teenager that ain't rebellious. I don't give a fuck if they like shit. You gotta say, hey, you can tell a kid, hey, in this situation, we gonna be millionaires. A rebellious teenager gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. Now we got what's up, Shay?
I think y'all men, y'all always look at the negative about everything this way, but I think it'll be less stressful. Because now you got three income coming in. Lots of things that people worry about now in their relationship. What is the highest thing people fight about is money.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the Idaho call. I get it. The
I
shit,
understand.
bills. Can you pay my bills
Right.
and shit? Every bills. That's it. Okay. I'm.
You would be if the woman didn't have to stress, or the man have to stress over bills.
Yeah.
All the
I
bills
get it.
paid.
I
What do
get
you
it. I
really have
totally
to
understand.
stress
But now
about? I mean,
you gotta have all three parties saying, okay, we kick it in.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now I got my girl Shay on here. She says, a parent, you know how to, communicate with your kids, but they should be informed by you. If not, someone else will. I agree with you, Shay.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree, and I don't want nobody informing my kids on no shit that I'm doing but me.
And you should be discreet about what you do.
No, or we should just tell them what we're doing and be open with it. Because if we're open to if we're doing it, then what are we trying to have it for? My thing is what we're doing is wrong, and that's not true. If we don't feel like what we're doing is wrong, then we should be able to openly talk to our kids about it and tell them in a certain way until they are able to understand. But still, at the end of the day, by trying to have what you're doing, you're basically saying or trying to you're sending off this perception as if what I'm doing is wrong. And if you don't feel like that, then be open about it. Then you should just be open about what you're doing. Honesty is the best policy. I'm telling y'all. Y'all will be so free and feel so much better.
Yeah, and he say, Dale, what you say is called your needs and your wants.
Because at the end of the day, when you had and you're not living a life, somebody gonna be unhappy.
Now you know what? Hold
You
on
gonna be
now.
unhappy. Your kids gonna be unhappy. Somebody gonna be unhappy, and that still, at the end of the day, leads to an unhappy family.
Now,
Because one person can't be unhappy all the time because they can't live the life they want to live.
okay, now hold on now. My girl she say, and I gotta agree with her on this one. Kids today are overly saturated with adult content. We have to help them navigate through this bullshit. Us for generations in the past, present, and probably the future. Because, dude, we didn't get told shit. Like you said, it was always told, shut the fuck up and go sit your ass down. So I gotta agree with that. I mean, but like I said, dog, I'm not knocking your thing. I'm not knocking the way you thinking. I'm just saying, shit. The one thing that shit. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm laughing. I'm laughing at Denise. She said, "Hell, I'm barely navigating my damn self." Oh shit! All right, I got my thing
But
that.
people don't even attempt to have the stuff on their kids. They put like the barriers out there, and people don't even they still allow their kids to watch whatever they want to on YouTube. They still allow them to watch whatever. I know they probably said, well, they shouldn't put it out there, but then you also have the ability to stop them from watching it too.
Man, see, hold on, call in. She said I didn't know a damn thing till I met y'all. Shay, that ain't true. That ain't true because you older than us. You are older than us, cousin. Hey, look here. I got people on here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, well, we got a gang of people that's on here, and they posted. I'm loving y'all posts, but I need some people to talk, man. Get on here, 563-999. Denise, I've been trying to get you to talk for the longest. You did the drinking game with us. Come on. Cuz, Shay, come on, get on here with us. All right, give us some calls. Give us some calls, man. I want to hear somebody's voices.
And press 1.
Yeah. Be sure you press 1 when you call in, because we won't know that you want to say something until you press 1. But I definitely want to hear y'all. Come on, Denise, get on here. Come on. You've been on here for 6 shit. You've been on here almost a year now. You ain't see. Come on. You didn't even play the drinking game with us. Come on. She say, nah, bro. You just ask who you talking to. Love you, cuz. Love you too, cuz. But hey, man, I understand what you're saying, but I just think we need to update it a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit where we you know, and I'm gonna tell you, bro, I think, with the girl, we got girls, and like Anna say she been on here 1 year. That's right. Right. Anna call in too. Cause man, you was looking like two fools for a long time. We asking each other questions, and hell, couldn't either one of us answer the damn questions.
Is trial by error, baby.
Exactly. We just hey dog, we were some lucky motherfuckers. Okay, and I give you that. You at work, I give you that. Denise, come on, call in. You know what, dog? That's our biggest problem, man. People love to tell us.
Yeah, man. Shit happens, man. No, February gonna be 12 years, man.
12 years we've been doing this.
12 years in February.
Wow.
Man. And then you been along for the fucking ride, damn it. When did you start calling names, man?
I can't even remember.
It was close to the beginning.
Well, I'm gonna say,
See how the food is going?
but I don't know. I mean, yeah. I don't think he can't get that. He can't. What they say when you get that 15-year pendant, that 10-year pendant, and that 15 year, he just not getting his 10-year pendant.
Father, fuck you, man. Motherfucker.
That's a good one. That's right on time. All right on time. Yes, these 12 years we've been on. We've been doing this for a while now. And I gotta say, I appreciate and love everybody that came through. We didn't, and these 12 years, we didn't have some characters come through. We didn't ran through hella motherfucking co-hosts. I guess we figured Jadine was the only one crazy enough to stick around. Everybody else quit on us. Jadine, you supposed to say, no, y'all not crazy. This is a great show.
No, I'm not about to say that. I only speak the truth.
No, okay. Well, you at least your lines say the pay is good. I'm talking about sticking around to be on the show.
No, I know. You were saying I must be crazy to just stuck around. I was like, well, shit, everybody crazy out here.
I know. Shit. Especially when he gone to asylums, really run that motherfucker. Hey, the inmates really run that asylum.
I say the same thing when you ain't on the motherfucker.
I know, ain't it? And did he say that's what's up? Where the hell I been though? I don't know. You know what? A lot of people didn't start checking us out until we went visual. A lot of people didn't fuck with us.
I got a question. So why haven't you joined? Have you joined the polygamy group or you have not?
I joined it. I did join it.
Just to see what they were talking about?
Yeah, just to see what they was talking about.
So were there any other concerns that they were having, or that was just the only?
You know what? Now that you mentioned it, hold on. Give me a hot second. Speak among yourself, people. We can't there. I'm doing a little looking. Okay, I found one. I found one.
Because I figured they started this group to help other polygamy relationship, people to talk and have conversations with each other to see how to work some things out, things like that.
Right. Now, one caught my attention, and this one was it said so my child's father has 4 kids from a previous relationship, has been trying to talk us into blah 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 blah. Let's start over. So my child's father has 4 kids from a previous relationship, has been trying to talk me into all us coming together and making things work. I've never been a part of a poly relationship before, but it's something I've always been curious about. I don't even know how to approach the situation. Now she needed advice.
So he wanted to start he wanted to start a relationship with both his kids' mamas or the current
prior with. Now she says she's been curious to do it, but she really don't know how to approach it.
Showing her what to meet each other and see if you even establish a relationship. I think for some reason, people think that even if the woman did like women, that mean she just like any woman. You could just drop any woman in front of her and be like, oh, I'll fuck her.
I'm about to disagree with you on that one. Just saying in the sense, no. Just hear me out first. Just hear me out. No, what I mean by this, what I mean by what I'm saying is that I think, like, if anything, the men are more laid a man than he rather the woman brings the woman into the relationship. Because, and I'm not saying you, or I'm just saying a lot of times, a lot of women, the first thing, well, what the fuck you know her from? You fucked her? What? I mean, how in the hell you and her? Okay, before I fuck this interrogation shit. I'd rather you bring her in, and that way, because think about it, we're really not gonna ask a gang of questions. We're not.
Well, I only said that because she said he brought it up in the scenario you said.
Right.
I mean, in that specific scenario, he the one brought it up. So my thing is, if she's curious and don't know what to do, then he's gonna have to be the lead because he the one brought it up.
Okay. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. I heard you differently, but you're right on that. If he brought it up, but I'm just saying in a lot of
And
cases.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay, cool.
But we should. Why can't we ask questions? But going back to what you were saying, because I understand what you're saying. Y'all like for us to bring her in or whatever. But why can't we ask questions? I guess I don't understand. Sometimes I think
Because you know what? Okay, you want me to answer that question?
Fearful. Y'all get fearful.
Because we know. Okay, we know because in a lot of instances, and let's keep it 100. A lot of instances, y'all don't trust us. Y'all think this is something. I mean, like I said, let's just be realistic. In a lot of cases, one will be like, "Oh, that's a bitch you didn't fuck," or "That's a bitch you know." That's a bit, oh, you must have fucked her already. I'm not saying you per se. I'm just saying in a lot of cases, that's what a lot of men hear. And I'm not saying that on hearsay. I'm saying that on. Here's the situation, though.
We're not saying all of you have, but then just tell us that you did.
Okay, but you don't even get okay. And in a lot of cases, okay, here's the situation. In a lot of cases, motherfucker will tell you. But before you get to running your mouth, hear the situation out. A lot of women, and that's just like if I told you no, I'm just saying, I'm speaking on my behalf. If I told me this question, well, how do you know her again? I just told you 3 times how I know her. Stop asking me the same damn question. That now, for you to ask that one time, there's nothing wrong with that. I get that. I need to give you the background for the background about her. I need to give you that. But if I didn't give you the background and you didn't ask me 4, 5 more, I don't even want it. I don't even want to do it.
But the funny part is, I think the funny part about that part is we know women, right? We know how women are. So what generally happens is we try to ask you all the questions we think we need to know, right? So when we get together, we not surprised about nothing the woman says.
Okay, now here's the thing.
And what happens? Sure enough, she say something. And it always happens.
Because that, you know what? And all bullshit aside,
not to say that the man was lying. Let me say this. Not to say that the man was lying about nothing he said to me or to whoever, but it always is something that woman says to make it seem like.
That's because you're looking for it. That's because you're looking. Okay. No. Hold on, Janine. No, I gotta ask you. This. Hold on. Can I ask you this? Before you make your statement. If he's not lying, then what's the problem on his end? Because he didn't lie to you. Now you just said.
We're not saying we blaming the person. We're not saying we blaming him. We just saying is that's why we ask the questions that we try to ask to get all the information, because no one likes to be taken off guard.
Okay, but okay. So are you saying the one time that you asked the question, or the 15th time that you asked the question?
The one time.
Okay, I give you the one time. But then when you turn around and keep asking me the same question over and over again, now I got an issue. Now I'm like, fuck it, I don't want to do it. I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I hope you understand what I'm saying. You have the right, like if.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
if I say, well, hey, look, old girl, I've been old girl, and you like, well, hey, how you know it? And I break it down to you. I break it down to you how I know her. I said, well, I met her, and I talked to her, and I told her the situation. And now you're like, okay, so is she cool? Or I don't know. Let's get to know her. Now,
So I'm gonna get. Can I give a prime example? And I want people who listen to chime in. Now, you know, I I ain't never had nothing. I ain't got nothing against this woman. He says let's meet her. We meet her. We talking and talking and talking. Everybody getting along. We all just chilling, hanging out, having some drinks or whatever. And that's fine. I believe them. I ain't got no problem. But my thing is, women always try to make it seem like it's something more to y'all relationship than what you told her. Because women want to make themselves feel like they're important, right?
I get
They
that.
don't
I
want to
get
be
that.
felt like
I'm
they
with you
just
so
a
far.
bad woman, or they just the woman on the side or whatever. So the woman, he was just like, oh, before she had got there, she was like, oh, you want to come pick me up, or how I'm gonna get to where y'all at? Before she even got there, she was like, your address. Oh, you know where I live. Don't be sound like you don't know where I stay. Now, anybody else hearing that, I wasn't looking to hear that. That's just what she said. So in somebody else's mind, I didn't say, in my mind, I figured like, oh, he'd have been to her house. But that's how she said, right? But then, did I stop her from coming? No, I did not. Was I nice to her when she came? We had drinks. It was fine. She left. Everything was fine. But my thing is, nobody wants them little things coming up that they don't know.
Okay.
Being heard from somebody else, because it comes off as if it's something more, even if it's not. As if something is going on.
Okay, can I say something now? Now, if you just sit, now I hear what you're saying, but now here's the situation. If a person, like, okay, if you ask the question, like, okay, now if that was a court, then you like, oh, well, wait a minute now. She said something that didn't sit well with me. Okay, I get that part. But now my thing is like beforehand, where you still like before we even meet and okay, but I'm saying in a sense, no red flags that came up, nothing's been said, but you're still constantly asking me the same question over and over again. Now, if a red flag come up, all right, you got a right to ask something. All right, cool. But it's just like that where I'm off. Well, so man, look here. We finna get ready to meet her for the first. We finna meet her. Look. I told you how I met her. This, that, and other. Everything cool, copacetic. No red flags. Then the motherfucker. Well, I mean, I still think you know her from somewhere. You know what? Fuck it. I'm done. I don't even want to talk to her no more.
You know what I think a lot of men, this is just previous men that I've talked to, and the ones that I've done, threesomes with. The first thing I always get is, oh, I forgot to tell you about that. Or, oh, I didn't even think that was important. I didn't think that was important enough to bring up. You know what I'm saying? So, 15 different times, 10 different times, and things like that. But we ask some questions. Sometimes y'all don't think to tell us certain things because y'all don't think it's important.
Well, I mean,
But those
here's the thing, though. I mean, if you trust a man enough, if you trust that man enough that you know that he ain't finna fuck over you like that, then maybe it ain't that important.
What questions are you talking about?
I mean, like, it'd be like a whole ex-girlfriend he had been with before. And they try to downplay the relationship that they had or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like one point they had lived together. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Like you know, that was something I should have known. You know what I mean? Like their relationship was really that serious. You know, if this was just somebody you and fucked around with in the past or something like that, that's one thing. But yeah, I think that's something I should know if this was somebody that was truly in love with you and I was in love and y'all lived together.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you like this: if I'm I'm not gonna bring a motherfucker that I was in love with, or I had this dedicated relationship to into that fold. That would just be dumb.
I mean, some people do. I'm just saying, some people do because they still got that hold over that person where they feel like, okay, I can get her to do it. You know what I'm saying? They know they can call her and she'll do it.
Oh, okay, but then at the same time, hell, I might as well tell you. I might as well tell you that from the beginning, because you think she gonna hold that a secret? You got to be a damn fool if you think she gonna hold that a secret.
Right. That's what I'm saying. She ain't gonna hold that in. Like, yeah, we were so like, wow. But anybody shouldn't bring they old baggage or whatever with them into new relationships and things like that. But yeah, women and certain people, we just think about that.
But then, like you said, but like you just also said, that shit just try to make herself feel like, okay, you know, I guess everyone, I mean, for the most part, women don't want to feel like okay, well, let me ask the question. I'm not going to say, because I'm not, do women want to, like, the third person? Like, do women want to feel like, okay, because I'm a third person?
No, they don't.
Okay, so now, why would I bring you in a situation where you're gonna feel like the third person?
Well, you need a third person for a threesome.
That's what I'm saying. You got it.
No, I'm saying, okay, all right, okay. Let me try to break.
But that don't mean you got to make them feel like they the third person. Is what I'm saying.
Right, but then you got a person that's like okay, you're in a serious relationship. You and her in a serious relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying on the woman's part, like she coming in, like, all right, damn, I missed all that, huh? Emotions, okay.
What you thinking about that?
No, I'm sorry. Man.
People listening, see, I want to
go ahead.
Join the conversation. You got to push one. I think we got some people on the switchboard. If you want to join the conversation, push one.
I mean, my thing is, it's gonna take that woman to make that other woman feel like she ain't a third person and that she is a part of it. That's just my thought process on it. Like, if y'all doing like that, y'all say, well, we're gonna buy. I mean, the woman gonna have to do all that because she already feeling like, you got the motherfucking resting bitch
Right.
face, she gonna be like, okay, I'm not, uh, you know, what the fuck you brought me into,
Okay, that's true.
you know?
But let's ask a question about this street society. Let me ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jimmy, let's say we together, right? We've been together.
Okay.
Wait a minute,
Swinging is
that's two
different.
different things.
So which one is it?
Shit, I'm gonna stick with the street.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
let's say we went to the club, we ran into somebody else. And when
Okay.
you get mad, would, as a woman, would you be mad if you found out that I had sex with her years ago? I mean, before I even met you.
Well, if it
Would
was
you be mad like 20 years ago?
and you know what,
Would that
in that
bother you?
situation, in that situation, you know what I'm saying? But and you come to talk to me about somebody that you want to bring in, and you don't bring it up, then I'm gonna feel like you withholding information because you know she gonna tell.
See, this is exactly why I say let the woman pick her. Let the woman pick her.
See, that was we met at a club. Yeah, I'm doing, you know, it's over with. Whatever, bring somebody in, and you
Tank, what's up?
oh yeah, me and Fox House messed around some years ago because she got to feel like she's important. She ain't gonna come in there feeling like, oh, I'm the third wheel. Oh, he chose me. See, she got to feel like she's
But
the one.
okay, now
She's the
you
one
knowing
she
that.
picked.
Now let me ask you, with you knowing that, okay, this bitch trying to come in trying to feel important. Should it bother you? Because you already know the bitch try to come in feeling important.
Don't get mad and we about to break up or none of that. I ain't saying none of that. I'm just saying I prefer to be told. Just let me know. 'Cause I said nobody likes to be, come in on the other end when you could have just told her up front. Because at the end of the day, it's supposed to be about me and you. Me and you are in the relationship.
I get that.
You
And
know
when
what I'm saying?
me and you, that way I ain't got to worry about hearing motherfucking interrogation. What? Hold on, now hold on, Jadine. Hold on, Jadine. I know what he just said sounded crazy and off the wall, but if you in the heat of the moment, y'all done had some drinks, you didn't have some drinks, you didn't have some drinks, and I'm just saying this. Y'all had drinks, y'all. Well, fuck, we could go to this club for a second. Oh, girl, he see old girl, like, hey, what's happening? You like, shit, I'm with my girl, and she like, shit, I don't get no fuck. So with your girl. Yeah, hey, y'all, blah, 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 blah. And shit just happened. I don't think that's
like
impossible.
I said, no, I don't. I agree with that. I agree with that. That is not impossible, and I wouldn't have no problem with that. I already said that. If something like that happened, I wouldn't have no problem. But you know how it goes when it's like you've been talking to this person for a week. It like the very next day. It don't always happen like that. So a whole week or 2 weeks or however long to go by. You having a conversation with this person, you have conversations with, the person you with, and that don't come up, that
But don't I
they
need?
just
Okay, so now
invested.
let me ask you this: don't I need to court her to get her house? Get her home? Okay. Now,
I'm talking about.
let me. These talking about all this is too much for me. Girl, gone somewhere. Quit playing. But it don't pan out. She playing games. She playing games. Yeah, fuck it. I ain't even finna fuck with you. Bye. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think no more about it. You know what I'm saying? Now she see us together. Now, she might have been playing hard to get, but I just didn't give a fuck. I said fuck her. I didn't even fuck it. Didn't even make mention to you about it. Now we at the club. I see her. She all on her. She bye 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 bye. But then she tell me, yeah, I used to talk to him and this, that, and the other. I'm like, yeah, she want to fuck with us, so I let her go. I deleted the number whole damn 9 years. I ain't even say shit to her. You still mad at me?
No, because if you had her father, she would have said it.
Okay.
She might not have been in front of you, but she would have said it to me.
See, this is my whole point.
She would have made mention like how big the dick was or something. See, that's how we speak.
All right. What if he didn't fuck her? What?
If
Oh,
you didn't say none of that,
hold on. What if he didn't fuck her, but he might, now he trying to lure her in. He's the word lure. I'm, I'm trying to, get her to, now she like, oh, he got a big dick. And you like, well, how she knows you got a big? All right, I said the big pig. Am I still?
If it's one thing I know is when, okay, and I play that game. There is not one woman that can sit here and to tell me that I treated them bad or I got upset with them or shit like that. I play that game right along with them, and I get all the information, and I make my determination when they enhancing the truth, and things like that when they trying to make themselves feel important. I take off because she said this and that. I don't do that. I listen to everything they got to say, and we still gonna fuck her. So at the end of the day, she still gonna get fucked, and we gonna talk about it later. When I, get all my data together, and I'm gonna tell you what she said. There ain't gonna be no argument. Ain't gotta be no argument. I'm just gonna tell you what she said. Oh, she said this and this and that. And this is all the information I got. This is all the information I got out of her. This is everything she said. And then we gonna talk, cause at the end of the day, you gonna be like, oh, she's trying to do this, she's trying to do that, because you need to know that too, so you can see what type of person she is.
Okay, I can give you that.
We trying to find somebody that's down. When I'm with somebody, we trying to find somebody that's down for both of us. Not just she tried to get with him or she tried to get with me or nothing like that. We want somebody that's down for both of us and that we both agree that, this is the end of the day, it's just,
Okay. Now, for somebody like me, I don't have a whole lot of experience in that type
Those square ass motherfucker.
Yeah, you call me L7, I ain't got no problem with that. But I'm saying, okay, if we out and we see a female, what's the
Okay. He said, what's the he said sometimes if y'all was out together and a woman was trying.
I mean, a lot of times, if a woman see you with your woman and they still come up to you, that's the sign right there.
Right, you should have been asking a man to
Yeah,
quit.
so they'll come up to the man and they see that he's with his woman, then she down. That's just obvious right there. Another one is how she interacting with the woman. Hell, if she dancing with me and shit like that, and you know, and we and stuff like that, and I mean, hell, I'm just gonna be honest. Any woman is game as far as I'm concerned. Any woman who say they not bisexual or gay is can be done. A lot of women are curious. A lot of women are curious, and at one point or another, they thought about it or attempted it or thought about wanting to do it or something like that. I ain't saying every woman, but I'm saying a lot of them have.
Man, I need some of these women to click in.
I've been with some women who were just curious, who said they'll never be gay or they'll never be with a woman, but they did.
Man, look at that pussy like a motherfucker.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. Nah, dog, but now on some real shit, she did. But I'm gonna tell you, dog, show file away is when she how pretty your girl is. Man, nigga. Now go for it. Cause see, a lot of times, now I'm gonna tell you like this. Now you gotta watch out too, because a lot of times some motherfuckers just want to get with your girl, but they know that is one of those situations where I can't fuck her without fucking him. But you can't just walk in with your dick. You can't just walk in with your dick in your hand talking about bitch bend over.
And men get jealous too, so don't think it's just a win.
I don't know. Look here. I'm sorry. Look. I think I said this in a previous show, but the most sexiest thing in the world, I don't give a fuck, is girl on girl action. That shit is, oh my God. Them motherfuckers be so sensuous and seductive with each other. Man, you dare to be ready to bust a nut just looking at them go. Man, I sit in the chair and pour me a drink and I'm gonna watch for a little while. I gotta watch, man. That shit is the most sensual, dude. When I guess it's that old saying that a woman know how to please a woman. I guess so, because when they get to touching and caressing on each other, man, look at. Is she right? Some men might get jealous, but that shit, man, that's the sexiest shit. Oh my God, that's the sexiest shit in the world. Especially when that motherfucker make her did you this bitch didn't jump harder than I know. Wait a minute. Did she touch her ass? The fuck did she just touch her ass? Did they, you know what? Denise try to act like she old square tonight. Ooh, this is a lot to take in. Denise, ain't nobody got time for you with that old bullshit you talking to about tonight. like you old square. Nah, I don't know, man. I mean, if you can, big bruh, if you can take that jealousy factor out of it, and you just look at the way that they act towards each other, and that sensuous, that sensuality that they go through. Oh man, Oh my God.
But there are instances where the woman that left the man for the woman. So it's a lot of men out here that's upset about this whole situation.
But you know what? And if that's the case, if that's what it is, that's what it is. At least I got to be a part of it. I can't get if you leave her. I mean, because here's the thing: you got to already know that she like women.
Right.
So I mean, shit, she about to
And
either
I
or
think they
sex.
be trying to. Some men don't even get down like that. So some men be trying to prevent it from happening. So you not allowing her to be her. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's part of the reason why they would leave. And things like that, and they have to be just look up and leave for no reason.
Okay, so now what my question? My question go to timer.
Taking notes.
Oh, there you go. That's finally, nigga. Finally, something I want to hear this nigga say. Yeah.
Situation that I said out there because, and I ain't gonna say I was upset, but I was home from the club one night. I had never met this woman before in my life. Never met her. But he's on my type. I mean, I wasn't worried about how she looked or nothing of that. He was just something, just anybody old body home. But he brought her home, and we had the best night. The best night. And when it was time to go, she didn't want to leave. She like kept grabbing on, holding on to me and stuff, and he been kind of just get out. And I don't know if that particular moment still feel like a little jealousy creeped in at that moment because I never saw that woman again. I never saw that woman again. And I was just like, give me her number. So me and her could talk, something like that. He never would give me her number or nothing. So I don't know what y'all think that was. Sam, what you
Oh, shit, maybe. I mean, she holding on.
we both
Miss Seeley.
I mean,
What was it? Seeley and her sister got to turn her loose. Turn her loose.
sorry, yeah, because she was acting like she was sleeping, whatever. But I knew she wasn't sleeping. But we we had a good night. All of us did. It wasn't just me, and her, whatever he joined and everything. We just all enjoyed that night, and it was just I don't know. Maybe she just didn't want to leave. I don't know. But I mean, would you feel some type of way 5 times?
I mean, I can understand a good time, okay, but when you holding on to her, that's like a little kid holding on to your leg.
I said turn.
I would have a problem would feel some type of way. I would. I'm not gonna lie. I would feel some type of way.
Okay. Okay. I just wonder.
You ain't gonna never see her. Ever. That is scary.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Well, look up on Facebook. I'm sure she on one of them. I'm sure.
I guess y'all will feel some type of way about something like that. Okay.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna feel. I'm not gonna feel like I'm gonna tell you. If I love a good time. I love a good time. I love a good time. I mean, if we could lay there all night and do that shit to the next morning, wake up, make some breakfast, and do the shit again, we good. You know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck out of here, man. This motherfucker holding on to your woman like the motherfucking claw.
No, because if she don't listen, you didn't hear what I said. If we could stay there all night and do shit, hell yeah. That mean everybody enjoyed themselves.
That ain't the scenario. That ain't the scenario. You ain't gonna have no problem with
Crying when he pulled off on you, like, oh, don't let them, just let us stay. Please let me stay. Please let me stay. Yeah, I'm gonna walk out the door then. You know what? Both of y'all go. Y'all enjoy your life.
that just sounds scary. When a motherfucker got a grip on you like that, if this was like y'all first time,
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that was through her from years ago for school or something like that. But
So did you ever ask him? Did you ever ask him?
no, I didn't ask him why he made her leave. I didn't even think nothing of her leaving. I was just like, okay, well, he's gonna take her home. But yeah, I noticed her grabbing on to me or whatever. And I felt I kind of felt him so like, girl, come on, and stuff like that. And then afterwards, he told me, um, he didn't know if she was doing this on me. He told me like she tried to. She was just like she didn't, she said she didn't have her key to the house, like she couldn't get in the house and all this and that. But I guess she finally got it. I guess he finally got it in or whatever, into the house or whatever. So she was able to get in and he dropped her off. But then when I was just like, I would ask her, I would ask him for her number. And he just would never, he would like, oh, I'm going to get this for you, I'm going to get this for you. He just would never, he would just tell me he going to get it for me, but he never did. And then I just dropped it. So I just figured, okay, but evidently it's something he don't want me to be around or something. I don't know. I didn't know at that moment like what it was. So I just left it alone.
And you never asked him.
hold on, y'all. We got a call. Caller, what's happening? Who this? Caller, what's happening? Who this?
Hey, who is this?
I can hear you. I just had you on mute for the moment.
Trying with him, I got Tank. I see him on that Tank. Call in.
Tell Taz that he was just slightly too damn excited about his expression of two women is why I pressed one. Because it just sounded.
Well, but that is exciting.
Oh, I'm not saying it is, but you, it sounded like you was having a moment.
Did I drool? I
was
wasn't
amused.
drooling, was I?
It sounded like you did.
I mean, two
It
women
definitely
is.
sounded like you did.
I'm saying two women is exciting. I mean, you get two women, and you can't beat that. That's the ultimate aphrodisiac. Fuck Drake, fuck X pills, fuck all that. What did he say? What did anybody say? Fuck that shit, man. You get two women doing what they doing, and they into man, you dude, you like I said, you step back, you could be in the middle of I mean, you knocking down both of them, one on your face, one on your neck. Yeah, hey, y'all do that shit again to each other. That's even these mind blowing.
Experience the watching end, so you know. Take your word for it.
See, look, Denise said it's mind blowing. Say you can't beat that. Well, well now hold on. I don't know about y'all. I don't. I don't. I think it take a. I think it take a. I think it take a a real woman that's really into it for y'all women to get turned on because you know I know motherfucking.
And that's what I'm saying. All those women who read from college have all those women.
I'm just saying.
I have been your first experience. Because some women shouldn't be having no fuck somebody. She better not, you know what? And only for me, and I can see it only bothering me, or I would have to be in my head. Sex is an emotional act to me. It's not just fun to me. So for you to be totally engaged with another in a way that you're not engaged with me or have been with me would make me think something else is there.
Well, then, okay, then I mean you shouldn't have a threesome there.
Well, I didn't have anywho.
No, I'm saying because if you're like, okay, well, I don't want you touching her or feeling on her or kissing on her. Okay, now let me ask you this, Delightful. Why I got you on here?
I'm not saying that at all. I want you to do all of those things, but it's a difference in how you do it with different people. Sex is different with everybody.
Okay, so down. All right, so okay, hold on. Let me just ask you this. All right, threesome.
So Father time, if you give her 20 extra pumps,
you getting stabbed in the back.
No.
You getting stabbed in the back.
It's not the counts. It's not the stroke. It's the
it's the passion behind it. It is. See, now you giving up too much passion or whatever behind
Okay,
it.
but
And
okay,
yeah, no,
okay,
I'm
now,
like
now,
that.
now,
But
now.
we all should be passionate with each other. So that's what I'm saying. So if you don't have that passion with the woman and the man, then that's not you just taking away from the whole
Okay,
experience.
so
'Cause
I
the
guess my
passion should
question
be
to
both.
that is, how do you get that off someone you picked up out of a club? Well, I'm not finna just pick anybody up out the club. That's just
Okay, so we and you done convince this person to come join you and your dude. You want your dude to be mediocre, or you want him to be like, hey, you know, this because I'm thinking in my mind. I don't know how this goes with the women, but I'm thinking in my mind, y'all gotta sell this woman that this gonna be some mind blowing shit. Am
I
I
think
am
it
I
should be
wrong?
very enjoyable for both. However, again, I hate this shit because if it was two men in there, he gave me.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Y'all can say
I'm
what
just
you want.
saying y'all wouldn't be the same, but it is a
You do
fantasy.
that,
Her.
then if I let you do that, and I'm not saying I would, but if I let you do that, then that's the night. But if I no, I'm not gonna let you do it. But I'm just saying, if I let you do it, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you as hell. See this thing pounding the shit out of my girl. Now, that, that, no. Now, and like I said, this is just my own opinion. I could be I mean, this just works for me. Some, but I guess being in a, you know, or they got like that freaky shit. I mean, the life. What was the term you just said? In your head, out your head. What was that?
You gotta be out your head. I would have to be out of my head again. Like I said, if we handpick
I said that
chemistry,
home anyway. As a woman bring them home, y'all done already did the research on them. Y'all done already picked them out. Hell, y'all know what their blood type is. It's a go.
But my thing is, you could be passionate with somebody you just met. Women do it all the time with men. We see a
no, not all women.
No, well, I ain't saying all women. I'm saying a lot of women do. There are a lot of women out there that have had one night stands with a motherfucker they met, and that motherfucker was fine as hell, and they just had great passion. They looked at him and knew that shit was gonna be good, and they did.
And they done skeeted all over the place. They done skeeted all over the place.
Oh
Lord, this nigga that had these.
Passion and emotion is.
I'm saying.
Two different words for me.
Look at Lady B. Lady B, what's happening? She talking about what y'all talking about. I'm late. All I'm saying is that me personally, Time, I don't know if you agree, disagree. I don't know if the ladies agree, disagree. But I think in order to have a great night, the woman needs to pick them.
I think most men feel that way.
No, because you got some men to just be like, oh, I'm gonna go find her. I'm gonna go find her. No, what did she do? I didn't heard people, shit, I'm gonna make this bitch mean this bitch and this bitch. Dude, that shit ain't gonna work. Why the fuck it ain't? And because you didn't pick her. I mean, because you picked her. And show us shit.
Okay, well, look at what you just said. You done heard a lot men that say they're gonna do this and you telling them that it's not gonna work. Okay, but in order for it to work, as you said, most men feel like, or at least ones that I know of in an ex, they feel like the woman or they should do it together.
I ain't doing it together. Fuck it, just bring her. I'm gonna say yay or nay. I don't want to
And
fuck
these are
her.
just men that I've dealt with or that I know of and know my personality. It ain't gonna work if you bring her here on your own. It just ain't. I got tonight. Come back.
I'm gonna pick you, motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, see, that's why I'm gonna be like, nah. Then if me being me, I try to think about the woman. Is she gonna like her? Is she not gonna like her? Are they gonna mesh? Because I think Janine said it earlier. I mean, they gonna have a conversation. So now am I gonna fuck around? Have to take this bitch home? I gonna take this bitch home?
So how do you approach? Okay, my question is: so how do you approach this situation? Either woman, great night.
Well, then that's pretty much your fault because you done put stipulations on. You done put stipulations on what I can and can't do. You got to take the motherfucking chains off
No,
me.
there's no stipulation.
Django on leash. You don't put that. Who if you and jump
90 seconds.
and she just the women make it uncomfortable for a man. You got to make me feel like you know what. Definitely been a great ass show. Very, I, oh, delightful since you last the first show. What was?
Think about it. All I meant was I like lay on it helps with that breath.
He like don't say shit else to me, and I already got this jerky sitting right there, but.
Man, I need to apologize to somebody that just called in and they pressed them up, but I got to you too late. I apologize for that. But thank everybody for calling. listening to us on the internet. Peace, love, hair grease. God bless. Good night, everybody. Stay safe.
All right, y'all check us out, cityradioShow.org.